6000 or log on to mabeecenter.com.
There you see the starting lineups, the big keys for ORU. Obviously, Albert Owens, the big dude from South Dakota State, Mike Daum. As we get set, the three officials, Glenn Mayborg will put the basketball up in the air. Edmund Young and Dan Nowakowski, the three officials for tonight. TJ Otzelberger in his first year here at South Dakota State. Scott Sutton, the head coach for his 18th year at Oral Roberts University. We're set for the opening tap.
Get a good look right there, Coach Otzelberger. He's been with Fred Hoiberg at Washington State, a good friend of mine, Lorenzo Romine at Washington. So he's been around. He knows what he's doing.
All right, and ORU wins the tap, and it's Bradley with the basketball on the far side. South Dakota State in a zone. Martin, again, Aaron Young not playing tonight. Jump shot. And he is the gentleman that needs to get cooking tonight in Enza Kausi.
Well, I've seen him do nothing wrong so far. And I know on the road he's not played that many minutes, but all I've seen, I mean, that's the weak spot of that zone down there in the short corner.
They work it around. Just underway here at the Mabee Center. Get it inside to Daum, and he hooks it in for two.
Well, that's a player making a play, but that's a coach determined to get his team into a set and run it efficiently. 2 or 3 ball reversal, man, you can't run a set better than that.
Owens has his hands full, gets the nice pass inside, can't put it home, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in for two. So this is going to be a nice war between these two big guys.
Those two best big men in this conference. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Albert Owens is going to get over 10. Do you know he's never had 10 rebounds in his career? I was made aware of that, and I am shocked at that. But I bet tonight he gets 10.
The drive, stop, they kick it back out. Saved by Wallace. Drives, puts it up off the glass, and it is home for two. So we're tied at 4.
Well, that was the old bugaboo that's hurt ORU in the past. Breakdown in the perimeter. Aaron Anderson closed out and left the lane wide open. He got to the basket. Nice little floating shot off the back.
Anderson, Bradley, baseline jumper. Enzakowski can't put it home. Owens gets the rebound, so he already has 2 for the ball game. His shot goes off the side of the backboard. And here comes South Dakota State, the Jackrabbits. The jump shot from way outside, give it to him.
No, they can shoot it, and that's a tough matchup.
Tellinghausen.
Right, yeah, Tellinghausen's a nice player, 6'7", really athletic, can jump and run. I saw him in warm-ups. Great shooter, of course, he's from Iowa. He's got to be all that.
And we have a traveling violation.
Now they're doing
Enzakowski has been very active in this ballgame up to this point.
South Dakota State doing everything. You can see this wide open shot in the short corner here. But they're getting off to a great start, doing exactly what they need to do.
Daum has it. Quick pass along the baseline. Jump shot far side is good. It is a 3.
Okay, I've seen enough out of Mike Daum in 2 minutes to tell that kid could play. You know why? He looked totally cross court in that skip pass. Knew he was getting double teamed. Found the open man. I mean, he can shoot it. He can post up. I see why he's all conference player.
Inside Owens misses the slam, but he is fouled on the play.
And Albert Owens going to wish he had that one back. Yes, he does get fouled, but at the same time, you got to go out and throw this down, big fella. You get the and one right there.
Or are you trying to take advantage of perhaps their speed in this ball game?
Well, I think they have to. I think they definitely have the quickness over South Dakota State. South Dakota State, in the first couple minutes, I mean, they're a very well-coached team. They run their offense efficiently, make the right passes, get it to where you want, and see Coach Sutton there a little befuddled right there. But I have a feeling good things are going to happen for this ORU team. They got a good homestand coming up here. Watch him turn this around.
Owens makes both. Pulls his home team to within 4. Pressure in the backcourt. Wallace. Hit by Anderson. Now he gives it off. Bounce high post. Pass. ORU, great play defensively. Quickly down. This is Bradley. He's going to stop. Cross-court pass. Back out. Owens going to take the jumper. Give it to him. 2-pointer, but it's good. And 10-8 is our score.
Not really a conventional fast break, but it got you a wide open shot. Throw it to the corner and skip pass all the way to the other corner and then up top.
ORU with a nice little 8-2 scoring run as we speak. Owens with the last 6 points. Hess takes a three. In and out. Rebound. Anderson. Here comes ORU. Again, Owens with the last 6 for ORU. They trail it by 2. Ball knocked out of bounds. Anderson's pass intended for Bradley. And ORU will maintain with 22 seconds on the shot clock. Our first...
you know, with Dom...
First change in the lineup.
With Dom getting all this publicity, Owens is a great player, too. Watch him come out and help him. He's got 6 ready. Don't be surprised if he has one tremendous game playing against the preseason conference player of the year.
Chris Martin, give it to him for 3, and ORU takes the lead, 11-10.
Well, Spencer Sutton, which is the 3rd Sutton of that group, he's a redshirt this year, told me they had the best week of practice that they have had all year, including the first week, second, third. He said, we had an incredible week of practice. Watch us do good things. Aside
from the concussion suffered by Aaron Young, that's how good the practice was, because they were really going at it as Dom goes strongly to the hole. And Owens defensively has to worry about foul trouble, because this is a kid that goes to the free throw. In fact, he leads the nation in shots from the free throw line.
And you want to keep him off the free throw line, you're right. And Owens did the right thing and back him off. Now you go right back in. This is going to be a battle between 2 big guys.
Notice how quickly they got it inside as well.
Well, both teams very well prepared. I'm so impressed with South Dakota State, but, you know, I see ORU so much, I don't think anything about it. I expect good things out of them. But, man, ORU is right for the tree for Christmas.
That was the big man, Dom, for 3.
Okay, he's put it on the floor. He's hit the 3. He's posted up left hand. What has he not done yet?
He hasn't gone to the free throw line. Bradley's 3. Give it to him.
This is a shootout right here. If him and Chris Martin,
we're sizzling right now.
And that's the thing against the zone. If I said if you don't locate and get out to shooters, man, you're going to struggle. And they have struggled getting out to 3-point shooters.
Dom draws a double team. Now Owens. Nice pass underneath. Fadeaway is good for Wallace.
Hey, dude, he is a coach's dream. Just sitting here watching Dom. He's patient, doesn't rush anything, doesn't make any mistake, just lets the play come to him.
So already we've had 4 lead changes. Harris inside, misses. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will be South Dakota State basketball. Jackrabbits lead at 17-16. We take a break.
Yeah, I'll just say it like it is. I've come out to some games this year and not even think I've seen a real good basketball game. This is an awesome basketball game. These 2 coaches have their teams prepared tremendously.
And so far, the shooting has been superb, as you see by the graphic there. The Jackrabbits in possession. Hess lobs it inside. In the lineup now is Ian Thiessen.
How about that? Just replace your all-conference first teamer and throw it down to the big fella, and he just comes back and jump hooks. I tell you, this is going to be which team can score the last basket is what it looks like.
Anderson's 3. Give it to him.
My goodness. You get those 3 guards shooting like that. Martin, Bradley, and Anderson.
I like defense like the next guy, but I like scoring, too.
You and me both. And I always said if your guy gets 20 and I get 21, I did my job. And that's what ORU needs to do, just outscore each man. Sure. Wow.
Need I even mention it? Michael Orris with 3.
There's gaps in the defense, obviously. Now, they're in their big 1-3-1 zone, and that's what Jalen Bradley's got to do, step up into that gap and knock that shot down.
And in for ORU is Chris Miller, and he's the one who came up with the rebound. Bradley saves. Corner, Harris, back out Anderson. He's going to drive, lay it up off the glass for 2. Neat drive against the bigger defender. And he pulls ORU to within 1.
Aaron Anderson really is
5 for Anderson.
The key to this team that people don't even notice. He's a tough guard, good defensive player, a good leader, and when he gets scoring, that even makes him better.
Hess is fouled. Chris Martin. First team foul. Each team with only 1 team foul thus far in the first 8 minutes of play.
Nice job avoiding the charge right there for Aaron Anderson. Kind of changed direction midair, got to the side and converts it. Jalen Bradley, to me, if he has a good second half of the year, I think he's the barometer of ORU, what they do. Jalen Bradley has got to make the three-point shot consistently to make ORU competitive.
Now let's see what South Dakota State does. They've got their two big guys in there, both at 6'9", Daum and Thiessen. And it's Thiessen with the basketball, bounces it inside to Daum, puts it up, no, in and out. Rebound taken down strongly by ORU. And Nzekwezi comes up with it. Harris, cross court, wide open three, in and out. Rebound, Thiessen. Howell just inserted into the lineup. Thiessen takes the three and hits.
Big fella. They got two big guys step out there and shoot the three like guards. And if ORU doesn't rotate to them, I mean, you know, think about it. ORU's making their threes right now. If they stop making threes, watch out.
Inside, Nzekwezi puts it off the glass and is fouled in the play.
I'm going to tell you what makes that play. That play is not Nzekwezi. It's having a tall guard in there, Gary Harris, to make that pass. He's able to see over the top of the defense, get that pass there.
And we're going to have a TV timeout as we take a look at that replay. And we'll be back with more. ORU can pull to within one with a free throw with 11:56 to go in the first half. You're watching ORU's.
The weaknesses that I see him. Yeah, he's not maybe a great leaper and all that, but he overcomes that with just intelligence.
And Nzekwezi goes to the line to try to complete the conventional three-pointer. Daum is the leading scorer for both teams with 7. And it's a one-point game.
I like playing Darian Harris more. I think he gives you good length at the guard spot. It's tough to see over him. He can make that pass in the post. It doesn't matter about his scoring. He does other things.
Already 7 lead changes in the first 8+ minutes. Flat. Baseline move. Back out. Flatten's going to take the three. That won't go. Rebound. Knocked out of bounds. Or you couldn't get the handle.
Boy, South Dakota State, extreme patience on the offensive end. It's not like they run the shot clock deep and then jack something up. They run it, run their play until they've gotten a good look every time down the floor.
Howell met by Owens. They get it inside. Thiessen, pump fake, puts it off the glass for 2 more.
And right here's a little low in the game where South Dakota State's taking a 3-point lead. If ORU doesn't start matching here, watch for this game to jump out of 6-7-point lead. ORU has got to come up with something right now.
Owens, strong move to the hole.
And you see Coach
looked like they were going to collapse on him, but he managed to still get it up and get a good shot on.
And you see Coach Sutton on the sideline talking to the ref, was like, hey, maybe we should have got the foul there as well.
There you see the points in the paint on your screen. Given that too many missed shots. Nice move by Thiessen, who reverses it in for 2. Big fella has some moves underneath.
Well, he stepped down, shot the 3, and just smart him. Use his strength, kind of nudge his opponent off balance, step around him.
Harris. Corner 3. Give it to him. Actually, yes, it was a 3. And Nzekwezi's getting hot.
And you see the big fellas down right now, Thiessen. And I apologize if it's Thiessen or Thiessen. I should know that. But, watch him out here. This kid, his toe may have been on the line, may not. I have not seen anything wrong with that kid for a freshman. I know on the road he's not played many minutes, 20 minutes a game. Boy, right now ORU is on all cylinders. And only tied. That's the bad thing. If you're playing as good as you're playing only tied, you got a tough stretch.
We both need to be corrected because I've just been told it's Tyson.
I am sorry and I apologize, South Dakota State people. Tyson, all right.
All right, Daum. Short little jumper. That one's in and out. Ball knocked around, up in the air, and grabbed by ORU. Bradley. Martin inside. Bradley won't go. Rebound. It's loose. ORU picks it up. And they'll start over again with a new shot clock. Quickly out. Harris, baseline. Uses Owens as a screen, and he somehow put it home, and ORU has a lead back at 31-29.
Nice to see some production out of Harris. Hasn't got a lot of time this year. He's come in, looked very confident in that shot, rise up 15 feet. Need more playing time out of him, more minutes.
Dom's three. Wow.
Yeah, well, that's all you need to say. Dom's three, wow. And that's just a pick and pop at its best right there. And nobody from ORU rotated over. God, how can you leave that guy alone? He's just wide open out there. And see a three-point shot. He's going to make that man out.
Owens sweet assist.
Big guys just
John Trey Harris with the deuce.
Yeah, either big guys are passing for a bucket or scoring the bucket. Those two are having a great battle.
What do you know? We have a missed shot. Here comes ORU right back to try to get the lead. Or actually, they lead it by one. Owens three, not a good shot. Kind of alligatored that. Dom may have traveled before he set that shot up. Hess. We have not had a whole lot of whistle blowing in this game. Travel.
And they missed Dom on a pick and pop right there, too. I mean, he set the screen and rolled the corner wide open, and their ball handler missed him.
Second turnover for South Dakota State. Here is Owens, and a nice feed inside, and nice strong move.
And that's twice we've seen the big men get the ball with their back to the basket and make nice passes to guys cutting it. And everybody thinks, well, that's an easy play. It's not. You got hands all over the place, and it's two good decisions.
Nzekwezi sits. 3 turnovers and 3 fouls in the opening 11 minutes and 30 seconds, so it's been a rather clean basketball game. Harris to Harris. Back out Harris. Off the front. Owens, big rebound. Put back is good.
How athletic was that? You don't think of the big fella as an athlete, but he hopped up once, got it, and immediately hopped right back. Didn't have to gather, exploded back up.
Tell me about how a player who is pretty darn good in his own conference, and Dom getting all the pub these days, does it kind of fire you up?
No doubt about it. He wants to show, hey, I'm a big man. Don't forget about me. I'm pretty good myself. And he's holding his own right now.
Off the glass for 2 more.
How is this team? How are both of these teams
under 500?
Exactly. I mean, if they play like this, these two teams go right to the top of the summit.
That was Chris Howell, by the way. 35-34 ORU. Bradley looked to go inside, decided to go back out. Gets it back, floats it inside. Owens, strong move over Dom. Yes, for 2 more.
My goodness, these two are doing work. Owens right now, believe it or not, getting the better of it.
14 points.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's what I said. You play against the best. You want to be the best. You got to beat the best.
Well, we're going at it here, folks.
Either the
we
defense
are really going at it.
The defense is real bad or the offense is great. And I don't care. I don't care if the defense is bad. If you're scoring like this, more power to you.
Owens again. Misses.
That's probably the easiest shot he's had all day. Turning toward his right shoulder, left hand. And you see Coach Sutton, he did get hit in the arm, and no call right there.
Well, we have 3 total team fouls in the first 13 minutes. Nope. Rebound ORU.
Now you make me feel bad saying he did get hit in the arm. These officials have been outstanding. When you go this long, 3 fouls, that's good officiating.
Dom picks up the missed 3 rebound. Harris.
Oh, that's really weak.
Wallace, excuse me.
That's really weak, unphysical. There you go, Iowa boy. He's got. I watched him in warm-ups. Liked everything about him, man. He can get to the basket. He can shoot it. Tell him. I suppose this is telling Heisen.
Who's it?
Who's it? I'm getting old, bro.
You're from that area.
Well, that's why I like that kid. I saw him. Then I saw he's from Iowa. I liked him.
All right, Owens misses the slam, but he is fouled on the play. Dom will be called for the foul, I do believe. That's his first, just the 13th foul, and we're going to go to a break. And you see, he got him pretty good. We'll be back with more with ORU trailing it by 1 with a chance to take the lead from the free throw line. We'll be right back.
Technology empowers us to achieve more. it pushes us to go.
Say that, and I know you'll agree, you haven't noticed these refs at all, so it's been a clean play game.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, me too. But if you think about it, it's not like these two teams really play physical D. They don't really get up and make the refs call fouls, so it's been a very cleanly played game.
Tied.
I think Albert Owens 15 points already, but only 3 rebounds. And he had 2 rebounds, the first minute of the game.
Well, he's made his shots.
Well, yeah, you can get other people's shots.
ORU perfect from the line. Not that they've had many chances. And surprisingly, South Dakota State, who lead the nation in going to the free throw line, has nary a one. Nope. Miller with a rebound, who's in for Owens. Anderson continues to work against the zone. Martin has it, loses his dribble, swings it around. Bradley bounces it inside Miller, pushes his way in, comes up short on the shot. He is called for a foul over the top, and we'll bring it back the other way. Just the second team foul and the first on Miller.
Yeah, at least South Dakota State is not in the bonus. I like what I see in Chris Miller, even though he didn't make the shot. Very aggressive, get the ball in the block, one step right to the basket, and just couldn't get it to go. But just like a lot of freshmen, once he missed shot, had to go back and foul him.
Hess bounces it back out off the foot, and will inbound again with a new shot clock.
Wow, I like this. Coach Sutton has mixed the defense totally up. Watch this. You got Jalen Bradley down on the bottom going side to side. And right now he's one-on-one against Dom. And all you got to do is kind of throw it up in the air to him and see if he can just go up and get it.
They go to the corner. Here's Orris right in front of us. Now Dom from the corner. Give it to him.
Man, that is some good discipline on the offensive end. They didn't shoot till they had something they wanted.
Far corner. Back out. Pump fake. Takes the shot inside the circle. Give it to him.
Man, Tyson, I think, is down. Hurt his ankle. He did a little bit earlier, and he's down again. I don't want to see that young fella get hurt. He's been adding lots to this game.
Dom with 13 points. He's 3 for 3 from outside the arc.
This is really bad. Yeah, if Tyson's over there going to get looked at. This is bad on my part. I look at the scoreboard, and I couldn't tell you who's ahead. And I guess the reason is because they're tied, 41 all. But yeah, I mean, they're both playing so
Excellent
good.
observation.
Well, yeah, I couldn't tell you, and I look up and wonder they're tied.
All right. 4:25 to go.
These are two good teams. You got 41 points with 4.5 minutes to go. You're looking at a possible 50-point first half. Yeah, you are now.
Man.
Yeah, well, ORU's gone in that zone. They're going to have a quick look, a quick shot, and ORU probably go back and get out of that now, get back to matching up man-to-man.
You have a feeling that South Dakota State has been playing against a lot of zone.
Sure.
And they're hitting their shots now.
Well, just think about it. Yeah.
Oh, what a feed.
You saw that coming away.
And Zaquazi comes up with the basket, but it's Anderson with the feed. Dom thought about a three. Hess corner.
Like every team that ORU plays, they love coming to this Mabee Center to shoot. I mean, everybody's eyes light up when you come to Tulsa. Somehow, if you have any shooting woes, they open up here.
Holy mackerel! Scott Sutton is shaking his head.
46-47.
One of those, what is he thinking to... Nice shot.
But you know what? I don't care. You'd better see this. Here we go again. Finally, you'd better see this basketball any day than a 26-18 first half. I don't care what.
The drive. The deuce. Martin. And it's ORU by one.
Now ORU's matched back up in a man-to-man, got out of that zone. And I tell you, they had wide open look after look, so ORU's got to tighten up the man game. That kick is massive. I mean, Dom just sat there and waited patiently. He's like John Elway, step back, just wait and pick out his man and bang.
It's like hitting a receiver in stride.
It is. I mean, he's wonderful to watch. I love watching the kid.
Bradley bounces inside Miller, kicks it back out. Bradley baseline, short jumper is sweet.
Well, Coach Sutton has to be out. He called a timeout. He's got to be tickled to death with his offense. But at the same time, he's still worried about his team.
50-49, ORU by 1. Here's another look at the Bradley bucket.
Now they're giving a different look. You see that?
Look at these field goal
that's
percentages.
unbelievable. 71% for South Dakota State. My goodness.
Even the most optimistic coach would have to think there's no way that can hold up.
No. Well, I can't hear at the Mabee Center. You just keep shooting good here.
You love shooting here.
I do. It's awesome.
Minor pressure on the part of ORU. Inside Dom. Nice defensive play by Martin, but he could not hang on before he took a stride out of bounds.
I'll guarantee you that's what they're going to talk about. How do we limit Dom's touches? Now, obviously, that's South Dakota's goal to get him the ball, but ORU's got to do a better job of limiting his touches.
Dom's three from the far corner. This time he misses. His first miss from a three-point range shot all night. He's 3 for 4. We'll say ORU is going to be patient. Harris bounces it to the corner. The three. No. Rebound Howell. Quickly ahead. Orris goes to the hole, lays it up. No good. Owens back in the lineup. Picks up the rebound, his 4th of the night.
Both teams using that defense and the zone defense. And if you're just patient like that, you're going to get the shot. And that's why the teams have shot it so well.
South Dakota State looked for a break, but ORU gets back defensively. Nearing the 1 minute mark remaining in the first half of play. 50-49 Golden Eagles on top. Dom has it. Owens out on him. Goes up against Owens. Pump fake, did he travel? Yes, he did.
I'd like to take a look at that again. I just don't expect him to make anything happen wrong. It looked like he shuffled his foot. But he's kind of thinking, too, maybe I kept my right foot down. But regardless, these refs, if they did miss that, they haven't missed any.
All right, 3rd turnover for South Dakota State. And ORU with just 1. ORU goes far corner. Bradley, baseline, puts it up, comes up short. Dom with a rebound. And let's see what the South Dakota State does with the time running down. They quickly go to the bucket, back out. Orris, 3 in and out. A rebound comes down. Owens, his 5th rebound of the game. And now ORU can set up the final shot.
Well, you asked if that shooting was going to keep up, just like that.
Yeah, I had to open my mouth.
Not have been a bucket since then.
Clock running, shot clock off with 10 seconds remaining. Back out, Bradley. Kicks it back. The three. No. Rebound. At the buzzer, the shot comes up short. And ORU goes to halftime with a 50-49 advantage. And we had some scoring in this one, folks. Owens with 16. Dom with 13.
You may see a team be ahead 65-35 against a bad team, but you very seldom you see both teams score 50 points.
It'll be South Dakota State's basketball, and both teams shooting rather hot. I know a lot of people around here are hoping that hot shooting continues tomorrow to melt some of the ice that we expect. And I know the folks in South Dakota State are laughing their, what's off, worrying about a half an inch of ice that we expect here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. However, Dom, hook, no. And here comes ORU.
That's the key right there, making Dom feel uncomfortable on his shot. And they did. They made him catch it a step or two off the lane, banged him the whole way in, never really got his feet set. Good job, D.
Anderson's three hits absolutely nothing but the palms of Dom. And quickly down Wallace. Leaves it for his teammate, Reed Tellinghausen. Anihau has 7. And like that, the visitors have the lead. Anderson's three. This one at least hit iron. He gets his own rebound, lays it up and in.
Boy, that's a way to attack the guy. Aaron Anderson missed 2 shots in a row and just went back, got his rebound, went to the Oh, hard. May have wiped off his left hand. Regardless, gets the bucket.
Owens guarding Dom. This has been a battle all night long. The drive knocked out of the hands. Here comes ORU. Good play defensively. Quickly ahead. Bradley lays it up and in on a nice assist from Anderson.
And so far, ORU has made an adjustment down there. If you notice, both times Dom has caught the ball 6-8 feet off the lane. It's a huge difference for him. Now he'll probably knock this down.
Nope.
Things are changing. That's a great start to the second half for ORU.
Lob inside Owens. Turns back out. Anderson. Owens inside Anderson. Nice move inside. Nzekwezi puts it in. And the ball movement has been sensational on the last two possessions for ORU.
It's not just stopping with Albert Owens. That time he stepped off the lane, spread everybody out, and made a nice pass to the guy who makes the assist. But that assist really goes to Albert Owens in my mind.
One more item in the first half. ORU, you talk about clean. 12 assists on their 20 field goals, just 2 fouls and just 1 turnover. Dom travel. He's having a rough second half.
Well, and this is totally due to the ORU coaching. The coaching staff, all 4 of them, not just 1, not 2, all 4 of them got together and they had to make some changes. And they're doing a great job of making Dom catch at different places.
5th turnover for South Dakota State. Owens kicks it back out. Nzekwezi, no. Rebound, Anderson. He brings it back out. This is Bradley. Stops inside. Owens turns, and it goes in. It rolled around a few times, but it went home. And Nzekwezi is having himself a nice ball game as well.
I'm a little surprised South Dakota State coach is not calling timeout right now. You got on about a 10-0 run here, a 10-2 run, and look to stop. That's how you stop a run right there.
Would you rather have a timeout or a 3, Mayor?
3 all day. I hate calling timeouts. If a player can take care of it, I didn't know what to talk about during timeout. Let the players take care of it.
4-point lead for ORU. Nzekwezi. Anderson's going to line up a 3. This time it goes home.
Yeah, I think his foot was on the line, but I sure like seeing
the Big E says 2.
Aaron Anderson look for his shot. When he does that, that's going to open up his drive and assist.
Wallace. Kicks it back out. Dom's 3. No, and he has been off the mark here in the second half. Anderson, corner Bradley. He's going to take a 3. Give it to him!
That's all. I said, Jalen Bradley makes 3s, this team, and that's the first time all year you've seen some fire on the bench with Scott Sutton and his staff.
So ORU with their biggest lead of the night. ORU its biggest lead of the night at 9, 63-54. Just over 16 minutes to go in regulation.
Boy, Jalen Bradley, the second half this year, you can see that scoring run. ORU 14-3 over the last 2 or 3 minutes. But the second half this year, it's a senior year. This is it. And this is all you play for. I expect a big second half from here.
See what South Dakota State discussed during their call to timeout. The drive, the layup off, no good, but he gets his own rebound, does ours. He can't find the handle again, kicks it back out. This is Dom. Moves closer to the bucket and missed everything but the bottom of the net, but South Dakota State comes up with it.
I tell you, this is going to be a good scouting tool for a lot of teams getting ready to have a timeout. But it shows Dom is guardable if you make him do different things and just catch him post up and step out.
And what differently have they done?
Well, I'm telling you, they're bumping him off the block 4 or 6 feet, and then he's backing up into the 3s rather than stepping forward into the 3s. Huge difference.
Anderson, his first.
They're freewheeling, but what I say is they're struggling for an identity. They don't know what they are. Well, ORU's finding an identity tonight. hey, okay, maybe we're weak defensively. You know what? We got to start outscoring people on the offensive end. But, you know, so much depends on making threes, and they're doing it.
South Dakota State's identity is give it to Dom and get him to the free throw line, and he hasn't shot a single free throw, and he leads the nation in free throw shooting.
That's a great point. I know Coach Sutton and his staff have really stressed that. Whatever you do, keep him off that free throw line, and that's paid big dividends. Right now, they're going to have to get somebody else involved and somebody else get going, because OU's doing a great job of locking him up. He's getting frustrated right now.
Well, credit Owens,
no question,
because he's doing a tremendous job defensively on the South Dakota State big fella.
Well, I know Owens is up like crazy. You're talking about the preseason player of the year, the conference tournament player of the year last year, and he's coming into your house, and Owens stepping right up to the challenge.
One thing we need to mention, though, South Dakota State may be hindered a little bit with the big fella Tyson unable to go. He went down to the floor twice with a bad ankle, and he has not returned since.
At least we see him on the bench sitting over there, but I don't know if he can come in or not. But he played a big factor that first half.
This is Owens, quickly up, no good. Rebound knocked up in the air. Wallace finally comes down with it, and here come the Jackrabbits. Stolen by ORU. Excellent defense here. Obviously, they got the defensive message at halftime. Owens lays it up. No, it will not count. Offensive foul.
Well, there's one rule of thumb I always had when I was coaching. Never throw backwards on a fast break. All it does is lead your teammate to a charge. And, you know, Anderson being very unselfish. He's out ahead on the break. Take that up until the defender commits to you. And then if you have to drop it off, fine. But never give it backwards, and it leads to a foul. The poor big guys, they know one thing. That's to take one dribble, go to the basket, and that's exactly what happened. Ran over offensive foul.
Lane Severin comes into the lineup for South Dakota State for the first time tonight. Wallace goes to the hole. Owens does a good job of cutting off the baseline. Dom has it, and they swing it around. They're going to lob it inside, and this is Dom. A nice move, and he slams it home.
Now, see what I'm saying? Where did he get the ball that time? On the block, 2 feet from the block. They have banged him, bumped him, met him early, kept him off the block, and that's the first time he got a little bit lazy, and sure enough, he scored.
7-point game. Here's Martin. He's going to take a three. In and out. Ball up in the air, and here comes the Jackrabbit break. Kicks it back out. Wallace, he's open, but he decides to go inside instead, and the layup is good.
That is so nice, unselfish.
Chris Howell.
Yeah, he jumps up to shoot it, and all the defenders looked at him shoot it, and his teammate did a nice job keeping his eyes on the ball. Easy bucket.
So all of a sudden, that 9-point advantage is down to 5. Back out, Bradley, and we're going to have a foul call on Severin. That's his first, and that's just the first team foul for South Dakota State. 2 on ORU, and to believe it or not, we only had, 5 fouls called in the first half and just 3 so far in this, so 8 fouls called in the first 27 minutes of play. Anderson. Inside Owens. Had it knocked away and stolen. That's the 3rd turnover now for ORU. Wallace goes to the hole. Offensive foul. We'll bring it back the other way.
Well, let me tell you about the Summit League. I never thought this in the past, but these are your 2 cellar dwellers. ORU is in last place. See, Jalen Bradley does a nice job just holding his ground, getting the foul. But think about it. They're in last place. South Dakota State right now, even though they're 1-3, they're like 7th. How would you like to play either of these 2 teams come tournament time? They're only going to get better, both these teams, as the year goes on.
Owens back out. Bradley. Nope. Howell rebound. 5-point game. Quickly. Wallace tied up. Foul call. He'll get 2.
Somehow I have a feeling neither one of these is going to be in last place and 7th place when this season's over. These 2 teams, they have good shooting. That's good reach in there. I thought they have stripped it, but both of these teams have height. They have shooting ability. They've got go-to guys, and Dom and Owens. I mean, these are two teams that get out and run. Who knows what happens.
This is the first free throw for South Dakota State in this game. Not in this half, in this game.
And this second half is about as boring as the first half was exciting. He can't make free throws right now. The first half, every time you look around, give it to him, score on this end. Now it's just turned into a slugfest.
Now, see, in the entertainment business, you're not supposed to use the word boring.
Okay. Well, what is it? It's not
this
good.
is an entertaining television. This is a
well,
basketball.
it's entertaining, but I like scoring entertaining better than defensive entertaining.
Well, ORU got up to a 9-point advantage. They were scoring at the start of the second half.
You're right. I like to see South Dakota State score some too and make this close and entertaining. See?
I got you.
Look at those rims. Look at those rims. Nowhere do you have soft. That ball's not supposed to go in. Hit the front of the rim, the backboard, falls in.
ORU by 7. That's the first field goal for ORU in the last 4:20. Wallace.
Boy, ORU's just stretching that zone out. They have no answer for it. Without Dom in there doing his thing, they're going to have to find somebody else to get some buckets for them because ORU's starting to put this game where, you know, they don't want to play from behind. South Dakota State's not a play from behind team because they play a zone. They're going to have to come out of it.
Well, ORU needs to take advantage with Bradley getting his first. Needs to take advantage with Dom on the bench. Long pass. Held by Howell. He goes to the hole, lays it up, has it partially blocked out of bounds. It will remain in the hands of South Dakota State. We have a TV timeout at 11:59. ORU 65-58. We'll be back. You're watching ORU basketball on ESPN3.
Technology and
11:59 to go. South Dakota State will have the basketball. Dom is back into the ball game along with Flatten. Miller is in for Owens. Dom goes up against him and puts it in.
What did I just say? He's going to get something going to the basket on the block. He got on the block and he just horsed his way. Chris Miller's a big man. He just went right through him to the basket. I know a lot of times as a player, you don't realize that. Good Lord. It's beyond me that no one shot over 90% from the free throw line here. When you get that from the corner, hit the corner, he gets a bounce. All you got to do is stab the free throw line and throw it up. You're going to make 90% of your shot.
Whistle. And it will be Miller called for the foul, his second. And here again, the shot
from the corner
by Martin.
That's unbelievable. I'll say as a player, like Dom didn't realize that maybe he was not getting the ball where he wanted to, not going toward the basket, and maybe when the coach sees the timeouts. Now that's a good shot for him. He's stepping into it, even though he missed that. That's a lot better shot.
And he gets the assist, or he gets the bucket from the assist from Howell, who got the rebound, and he slams it home, and it's back to a 6-point game, 68-62.
Well, they just sit back in that 3-2 zone, and that's one thing you can't do. You can't attack it from just passing it side to side. You got to drive that sucker in the gaps and get into the paint to make something happen.
Harris thought he came up with it, but he stepped on the baseline, so it'll be Jackrabbits basketball. Harris sits down, and we have Anderson back in the lineup for ORU.
You know, as a guard against the zone, it's so easy just to pass the ball around the perimeter. You got to have some guard with the intestinal fortitude to take that sucker, drive it in the gaps, draw the defense, kick it out, and get that thing moving.
Dom. Bullet pass. Howell tied up by Harris, who's got it. Loose ball. We're going to have a foul call. Oh, man. As loose as they have been with the whistle in this game, oh, maybe they could have let that one go.
Yeah, I love what Darian Harris gives his team. He wasn't even in that play, but just because of his height, that 6'7", his long arms, he was able to make this opponent make a bad play, and you see that's a 50-50 call right there. Aaron Anderson probably did get this bad end of that stick.
Wallace kicks it back out, saved in the corner. Dom thought about it. Owens almost fouled him. Heavy-duty move to the bucket, but it is no good. Howell rebound. It comes up short, up in the air. Hook's knocked around. Howell comes back with it, kicks it back out flattened. Ball gets loose, but Wallace recovers with a new shot clock. Dom fakes the shot, goes in on Owens, lays it up and in, and he'll go to the line.
He has made an adjustment. I talked about when they adjust to you, you got to make an adjustment there. And you see him turning down the three-pointer, shot fake, getting to the basket, one grab, nice finish, nice and one opportunity.
68-64 with Dom with a chance to make it a three-point game. And he does.
Well, I like what T.J. Otzelberger is bringing to the Summit League. That's a young coach that's going to be a good coach in this league. And you can see he knows the game. He has his team prepared. I don't know how they've got off to the record they did. Sometimes new coaches, make a team jump up. Sometimes it takes a while to blend. But I guarantee you by the end of the year, he'll have this team ready.
Dom with 8 of the Jackrabbits' last 10 points. And his lineup to this point, he has 22 total stolen. And now ORU getting a little sloppy with the basketball. They led it by 1 at the half, led it by 9 at one juncture, but South Dakota State has now come back. The kick out. Inside, wide open is Dom for 2, and it's a 1-point game.
It's like two different teams come out of the locker room after halftime. They're playing a totally different style. And here again, the game's still 1 point, so nobody's improved on the halftime.
Bradley's 3, in and out, kicked out, and Harris saves it at the midcourt line. Anderson has Bradley. Nzekwezi has it knocked out of his hands, stolen. Here come the Jackrabbits, the chance to take the lead. It's knocked out of his hands. Bradley made a great defensive play, and he gets it down. Owens, can he stop and put it home? He does!
And Jalen Bradley, you're right. One-on-one defensively, strips it the South Dakota player and turns it into a fast break for his team.
Foul call. He'll go to the line. Will Chris Howell, and here's the last break.
That's good hands by the big fellow. Aaron Anderson led him a little too far. A lot of big men will let that hit the floor, and it hit the end line. Great hands by Albert Owens.
For Anderson, his 3rd, so he's getting close to being in the dangerous range. Man, that looked clean, didn't it?
I hate to say anything. These officials have been so good, and it seems like every time we're getting a replay or not maybe getting what was called. But these guys, man, I have no complaints, and I'm sure either coach has either complaints about these officials.
Well, it depends on who wins and loses.
Well, yeah, and as of right now, they don't have a complaint. Now, at the end of the game, that may change.
By the way, they are just 1 for 4 from the free throw line.
And this team that shoots, 36 free throws a game, something crazy.
And Howell has 9.7 rebounds, 4 assists. And it's a 2-point game as he makes the second. And Howell will sit down and take a break. Reed Tellinghusen replaces Howell in the lineup. Anderson, corner Bradley, and it was knocked out of bounds off a Jackrabbit fingertip.
Jalen Bradley just quietly plugging along, having another double-digit game, and that's what seniors do. You just got to be consistent at the end of the year. And I say the end of the year, we're only in January, but it's 2 months. 2 months from now, it's over. I mean, you're on the downhill side, put it that way.
Again knocked out of bounds off the inbound.
This is now as sloppy as it was efficient. The first half was as efficient of a half as I've seen. No fouls, no nothing, just everybody make shots, make shots. Now they're getting hands slapped on the ball. There's another one.
And we'll go to the free throw line. A nice pass inside from Bradley. And Nzekwezi will go to the line for 2. Let's take another look. You see the foul. Nzekwezi will be at the line for 2 for Dom. It is his second.
Boy, if you're ORU, you're happy this is the home game. I mean, this just has the means of a home team win. You should be able to execute at home. You got this game close. 8 minutes to go. Just keep in there. Your home team, you should win this game. But you'd like to see ORU try to stretch this out a little bit. It's not like they're not trying. They just need to do it.
And Scott Sutton with as intense a look as any coach could possibly have right now. This is Dom. He's been the big gun. He has 24 points. Make that 26.
Now, if the guy dribbles 1 or 2 times, you see Coach Sutton telling somebody, Bradley or somebody, you got to go help. When a guy puts on the floor more, especially him, you can't expect Owens to stop him one-on-one, and no one came to help at all. See, we got a break there. I was going to say, that's settling for a 3 when you don't need to.
Yeah, you got a little bit lazy there on offense.
That you had to drive it into that gap. But fortunately for Oral Roberts, they get the foul.
Morris called for his first. We have a TV timeout with 7:43. ORU will be at the line for 2, leading it by 2.
Is the conference really that good? Or, remember, ORU's been out on the road 3 games. They could just as easily be 3-0, had they been home. So.
Now, South Dakota State was picked to win it in the preseason because of their preseason player of the year in Dom.
Yeah, I have a real good feeling those 2 teams that we're looking at tonight are going to have a chance. If they take care of their things at home, they're going to have a chance to do something.
One more free throw.
The thing with ORU, they're so dangerous. They have incredible three-point shooting. Martin and Bradley are great three-point shooters. Awesome big man. Nazarewski by the end of the year is going to be incredible.
Martin with 16, and ORU is now 10 for 10 from the line.
So they got a whole package to really put things together.
Dom now draws the double team. Bradley got the message. Help out. Here's Dom here. Goes up in against Owens. Again, he got some help. Baseline. Back out. Swing it around with 9 on the shot clock. No rebound. Bradley or Martin, is it?
I was watching off the ball, and Albert Owens did an unbelievable job on Dom that possession. He made him work so hard to get the ball, and there was just no way for him to get it.
And he did get some help from his teammates.
Yes, he did. And he finally got it.
When the ball got inside. Bradley. ORU looking for the open shot. Martin. He drives, leaves for Owens, and he slams it home for 2.
And that's a big separation right there. You're up 5, now you go up 7. It takes you 3 possessions. That's a huge difference right there.
Owens, 22 points. Hess.
They are working hard to get this ball to Dom that nobody else even wants to look for a shot.
And we're going to have a foul called along the baseline. No, we'll bring it back the other way. They stepped on the baseline. Stepped on the baseline, so we'll bring it back the other way.
And you see a great pass right here by Chris Martin, and there's nothing to do but finish this and flush it. And that's the only weakness I see with South Dakota State. As it's getting down to you got to have a basket. If you have a team that can really key on Dom, they don't have anybody else really confident to take over and take that shot, in my opinion.
ORU by 7. The lead had dwindled to 1. Here's Owens, turn around, give it to him for 2. It's almost as if Dom is afraid to come out and guard. He's not in foul trouble. He has 2. Ball stolen by ORU. Here they come down. Anderson on the break. Lays up no good, but he is fouled on the play.
Well, that's a good hard foul by Tellinghus, and a lot of people want some type of intentional foul. That's just a good hard foul. You were talking about Dom almost scared to come out and guard on. He knows he's a superstar, man. I can't get in foul trouble. I want to be in at the end of the game.
Owens' 3rd consecutive 20-point game with his 24 tonight. Martin has 16. Bradley has 10. Nzekwezi has 14. Owens has 24.
A little bit ago, I was mumbling.
And Anderson now in double digits with 10 with that free throw. Anderson has 7 assists, that ties a career high for him.
I was mumbling a little bit ago about the good thing is ORU is the home team. That's exactly what's happening. Look at this lead all of a sudden. They've stretched this out to 11, and a little while ago it was nip and tuck. But that's what happens when you're at home. All of a sudden, good thing happen like that.
Foul call.
And the old ORU bugaboo is back where the point guard just brings it down the floor and makes one move to the side and then steps back across, goes to the basket. And that's just, as a coach, you can't stand that. It's just too easy for them to come down in 5 seconds and get to the foul line.
What do you do to defend that without picking up a foul?
You got to get bigger, quicker, faster players. No, I mean, I hate to say it that way. These guards do a good job as they can do, but you face a quick guard, man. There's just nothing you can do. You got to have somebody help him recover, close the gap.
That's 4 on Anderson, by the way, with 5:40 to go. And so we have a timeout on the floor. ORU's lead is 9, 81-72, 5:40 to go in regulation. ORU looking for its first conference win of the season to begin the 6th of the next 7.
Unbelievable.
That is the most in the country. Tonight he has 2 free throws.
That's doing exactly what your coaching staff has said. And I know they harped on it, too. They harped on, we have got to keep him off the line.
Well, they'll face some pressure in the backcourt, and they get it across the line. Bradley. Anderson playing with his 4.
Boy, Aaron Anderson quietly has led this team, man. I mean, he's scored, he's got the assist, he's done it all.
Nzekwezi, no. Foul on who?
Well, obviously on South Dakota State, but I don't know what happened. ORU's going to get the ball out.
Severin is called with a foul.
So both teams in the bonus from here on.
16 foul for South Dakota State. And so ORU will inbounds with a new shot clock, obviously. Leading it by 9. Matching their high lead for the night. Bradley, baseline, lays it up. What happened?
Yeah, nice call, Albert Owens, and Albert knows it too. There was a little moving screen on the baseline that freed Jalen Bradley up to get free there. I'm just going to say something. This in here are nice. Camera crews getting this. You see Albert Owens kind of butt his way in. Yeah, it was a nice block. This ORU team is too good to be where they are. And it's just going to take one little thing to turn them around. I don't know what it is, but when they get turned around, they're going to be a good team.
See the turnovers as the 3 goes home for Hess. And all of a sudden it's a 6-point game. Ball stolen by the Jackrabbits, and here they come. Howell goes to the hole. He traveled, didn't he? 3, no. Rebound taken down by Anderson.
Wow, ORU dodged the bullet there. That had got to a 1-possession game just like that. Good change of pressure, or change of defense by South Dakota State caused that turnover.
Bounces, high post. Anderson tries to get out of trouble and does. Bradley far side. ORU clinging to a 6-point advantage.
Well, you said it clean. Here's where you got to play to win. You cannot play to not lose. You've got to play to win.
Oh. Nzekwezi misses. Owens misses. Rebound. We have a foul call, and it's going to be a jump ball or a foul. Yeah, jump ball, arrow, ORU.
That is a good piece of officiating. The ref underneath had a foul on South Dakota State, but the ref out here looking right at our angle thought it was more of a jump ball. Now they're talking about, I think they did a nice job of getting together on that. Now they're still getting together. I'm going to discuss it again.
Let's take a look and see if we can officiate this play.
This is just a jump ball. And there's nothing else but that. That's a jump ball. That's a good call all the way.
Now the discussion continues on the South Dakota State Jackrabbit bench. And you see Coach Otzelberger discussing it with one of the officials, and we're all set.
I think he's disappointed it's giving him a new shot clock. And that's right, because it was up on the rim. So everything was called correctly.
This is Bradley, goes to the hole, stops, thought about a shot, kicks it back out. He gets it back. Inside, Owens has it knocked out of his hands by Dom, and ORU will inbound with 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Before that, we need to take a final TV media timeout. ORU leading at 81-75. It's been an entertaining ball.
I mean, you can't ask for much more. Dom with 26, Owens with 24, and both of them been the focal point of their team's offense, and both come to play.
8 seconds on the shot clock and the inbound underneath. What do you do?
That's the easiest place to score there is. You're 6 feet from the basket, run something, 1 or 2 passes wide open. Bang.
The three. No. Rebound tipped up and brought down by South Dakota State. And here they come. Chance to cut the deficit from 6. Howell. Dong goes to the hole, draws a double team, puts it up and in, and he is fouled on the play.
You know, that young fellow is going to go back with his coaches and look at this video and see that you can tell this is just a strong man going to the basket. But he's going to see that he had about a 5-7 minute period of this game where he got lazy on the offensive end. He got bumped off the block. He was fading away on his shots, and that really was a difference in this game. Hey, he missed a free throw. That's an 88% shooter there. I didn't even think about that. He stepped up there and missed a big free throw. Would have made a 1-possession game.
All right. 28 points for the big fella. ORU gets it across the pressure. 81-77. 3:20 to go. Martin. Can't settle for threes here. Got to work it inside. Back out. Well, I take that back. Miss. Rebound. Hess. Here come the Jackrabbits. Quickly down court to the hole. Bounces it back out. Foul call.
You know, it's so easy. You think you're open on a zone, but you got people running at you all the time, and you're not quite as open. And I like this Tellinghusen kid. This is a little gamer here. I say little, he's 6'7". But he's smart. He knows how to get to that free throw line. And I'll guarantee you, being from Iowa, he'll knock these down. Look at that. Soft rims at their best.
He can make it a 2-point game with
Yikes.
3:01.
I didn't even think of Wow. I thought ORU was still up 6 or so, and you said make it a 2-point game. I guess I got to be aware more. This little half full court press here has caused ORU a little problem. They may not steal the ball off it, but it sure takes time off the clock and hurries up.
Here we have a mess here in the backcourt for ORU, but they get it across. Important possession for ORU. Anderson thought he was fouled. He has it inside. Back out. Bradley, yes, for 2.
That is a huge bucket for Jalen Bradley. He has not made some shots down in the game, so we got a 30-second timeout here. And that ball just crawled in to give.
5 of the next 6 are at the Mabee Center. So ORU fans, get out here. The Saturday games will be 3 o'clock starts. The only road game in the next 5 is at North Dakota State. Jackrabbits possession. Howell working in front of his own bench. Owens comes out cross court, and we're going to have a foul call. And what did we have here?
Well, Aaron Anderson, the senior, he knows better than that.
5 fouls on Anderson,
and that's tough. You lose your legitimate point guard right there, and he knows better, man. He bodied up on him, got up there.
We didn't get one of these.
No, he jumped right up in his chest, got the foul. You saw it differently, didn't you?
Tellinghusen will be at the line for 2 because it is the bonus. He has 11 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Anderson is assists. And Nzekwezi comes back into the ball game. Harris is in for ORU. Bradley is in for ORU. Owens, Martin, and Nzekwezi. Tellinghusen from the line makes it.
Well, don't go anywhere. I mean, this is halftime, it's 1-point game, and then ORU stretched out, and you thought, okay, good, they're going to go ahead and stretch this out. South Dakota State just kept on, keeping on, and now they're right back in the game.
2-point game with 2:26 to go. Bradley gets the inbounds. Clock running, and they get it across easily. Nzekwezi has it, and he leaves for Bradley. Swings it far side, Martin. Looks inside, Owens, back out. Bradley, drives, stops, pops, and won't go. Rebound, Jackrabbits with a chance to tie.
That's still what you want, though. I don't care. Jalen Bradley, you did the right thing.
Kicks it out. The 3 for the lead. No, rebound, Dom against Owens, forces it up and in, and we're tied at 83.
Did you see him fight for weak side position? He just shoved his way under the basket and let that ball come off. the weak side. Nice job of rebounding.
The last time that the Jackrabbits had the lead was at 51-50 to start the second half. Bradley. Harris, back Bradley. Inside Harris, he goes to the hole, lays it up, won't go. Foul called, he'll go to the line.
Just going to say, you got to get a ball to your senior, someone tough enough to go in. Darian Harris, of all people, has the toughness to take it up there and get fouled. And right now, ORU is just moving that ball side to side. Everybody's scared to take it in. And nice job by Darian Harris getting it right in the teeth of the defense going up.
All right.
This kid's
try to break the deadlock.
Well, he's a great free throw shooter, but he hasn't shot many free throws. So, you know, over the course of the year, I know watching him in the gym, he's a heck of a shooter. Hopefully he can make this one and get back. You got to get a stop in the defensive end.
Well, ORU is absolutely perfect from the line.
Oh, yeah,
14 for 14.
I'm glad you waited till that was done to say that.
Big turnover. We bring it back the other way.
Yeah, unfortunately for ORU, an unforced turnover. You know, ORU didn't even have to stop him. South Dakota State stopped himself. Now ORU.
12 TOs for the Jackrabbits.
Take your first available shot. There's too much time on the clock to run it, and then get a bench of it. If you got a good shot, do not be scared to take this thing.
Enzekwesi missed everything. Owens, did he save it? No. And here comes South Dakota State. Close to being a turnover there. Back out. The three. Short. Rebound. Who's got it? Bradley fights for it, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line.
ORU dodging bullet after bullet. A shot wide open. They'll come up with it. And then you got the best free throw shooter on your team going to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Huge break for ORU.
Tellinghusen with his third. And here is Bradley. As Steve mentioned, the best free throw shooter on the team at 90%. All right, so here's the combination. ORU hasn't missed from the free throw line. You have a guy with a 90% shooting.
You got to make both.
Percentage.
He'll make both. That's all is to it.
He's 4 for 4 from the line in this one.
I'm a believer free throw shooting is contagious.
I'm sorry, 4 for 4 in the final minutes of ball games. Yeah. And he does.
And that's just as pure net as can be. Free throw shooting is contagious. When your teammates make him, you step up and make him. Plus, he's a great shooter. He's used to doing this at this time, and that's big. Now you got a 2-possession game here.
If he makes it. Here a pin drop.
Where in your imagination do you see Jalen Bradley missing a free throw?
I don't. It's like watching you when we used to do the games on radio on the road with ORU. All right.
No.
Gone 3. No. Rebound. Who's got it? ORU. Martin brings it down, and he's fouled.
And again, I mean, it just wasn't there for South Dakota State. They had 2 opportunities at good looks at 3-pointers down the end here. And then they had a double dribble on their own. So that's possible. 8 points. And that's what happens when teams lose, man. Those things happen. And I feel bad for South Dakota State because they played their tail off. And obviously, it's not anywhere near over yet, but they've somehow shot themselves right in the foot.
Dom started the game 3 for 3 from 3-point range. He has not hit since. He's now 3 for 8. Martin.
You know what I like to see is ORU's winning this game at the free throw line.
Well,
they've
17 for 17.
Yeah.
5 unanswered free throws so far for ORU, trying to make it 6.
Well, and remember way back I talked about, fortunately they're at home. You shoot better at home. You win games at the free throw line at home.
All right, can the home team hang on to get their first conference victory? Dom goes to the hole against Owens, lays it up. He misses the layup with the left hand. Harris comes down with a rebound, and he is fouled. One thing South Dakota State is doing is testing ORU's free throw percentage.
You bet.
And ORU has countered by making every single one.
You know, and again, Doms was going to the basket for one thing, looking for a foul. And ORU did a tremendous job of staying off him, staying away from him, making him throw up 4 shot. And ORU deserves this win so much. I mean, all credit to Coach Sutton and the staff. I thought they had him totally prepared as they finally missed their first one. But his staff, they won. If they win this game, to me, they won in the first 5-10 minutes. They came out ready to play.
This to make it a 7-point lead. All right. So ORU leading it by 7 with 37 to go. Tellenhuisen. No. Rebound. It's him. He'll take another three. He'll miss. Rebound. Who's got it? ORU or South Dakota State? They get it. And it's a knocked around. Back inside. Dom lays it up and in for two, but he will not be going to the line, which is the important thing. 21 seconds to go. 90-85. ORU by 5. We have a timeout on the floor. This is going to be a full
Basketball.
ORU making free throws. Now they went 1 for 2 that time, and you can't let that happen again. You cannot lose this game. There's not enough possessions if you can go make 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
foul, and Martin will go to the line. Well, if ever a team has won a game from the free throw line, it would be ORU. Because coming up to the line here, they are 19 for 20. Steve, even you, Mr. Free Throw Aficionado, has to be impressed with that number.
I totally am. I mean, that's tremendous. And that, you know, when they made these free throws, it was stretching the lead because South Dakota was missing. They were making free throws, missing, making free throws. And when you make 2 in a row, a team cannot come back. They don't have enough time to come down and shoot a 3 and give up 2 and shoot. It's not possible.
Well, ORU has been living at the free throw line in the last couple of minutes here. And the last 9 points for ORU have been from the line. And they count. Hess takes a 40-footer. No. Rebound. Who's got it? It's loose. Bradley comes up with it, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line.
That's how you win games. At home, you get that lead, you hang on, and you make it. And good for ORU. I mean, like I said, I like everything I saw about South Dakota State. I think they're going to be a fine ball club. But ORU deserves this win. I know that coaching staff. Look at them. They're over there. They're still not happy, but they deserve this win.
Well, ORU, if they hang on, and Dom fouling out of the ball game, by the way, he will sit down with 32 points. Just 2 free throws. And he averages the most in the country.
These are the easiest free throws in the world to shoot right here. You know, the game's won. It's in the bag. You can just get up there and add to your point total.
By the way, for Dom, his 5th 30-point game. And we wonder why he is the player of the month in the conference, even though his team will fall to 1-4. 94-85. Howell back out. The 3. Give it to him.
That's the end of the game. No reason to foul here. That game's over. Nice job by ORU. Man, I got to be so happy for Coach Sutton and his brother. Great job of winning the game.
94-88. And there you see Scott Sutton getting his first